Now this one here, this is chapter 2, section 1, problem. That is 36. The accompanying data set lists the numbers of children of world leaders. Use the data to construct a frequency distribution using 6 classes and create a frequency polygon. Describe any patterns. So we have here, click on this data set. You see numbers of children. I don't have a pencil with me, so I'll use StatCrunch. Before I get started, I need to get some preliminary information, beginning information. So I go to Stat, Summary Stats, and Column. And I want the range and I want the minimum. Here's my range. Control. Here's my minimum. And now I can see what my range is, 16, and the minimum is 0. And I have 6 classes. So my width for the bins here is going to be the range divided by the number of classes, which is going to be 16 divided by 6, which is 2.6. Rounding to the nearest integer, since it's more than 2, will be 3. So my width is 3. So I want to put it into bins. Select my column. Okay. My min is 0, and my bin width is 3. And hit compute. And there's the bins. Everything's been placed in the bins. And from these bins, we can form our classes. So go to Stat, put it into those seed class form or tabular form. Go to Tables, and we hit Frequency. And there's bin there. And then I select Frequency. And what else do I want? Yeah, that's frequency. And I want to put it into the table. And there's my data there, 13,76223. And notice that these are overlapping here. So I have, when I put them in, I have to decrease it by 1. So instead of 0 to 3, I have 0 to 2. Instead of 3 to 6, I have 3 to 5. So they're not overlapping, going down. So all of these upper limits here are decreased by 1. See the 18 is decreased to 17. Okay, so we got that far with it. Now they want to see here and make my midpoints. So my first midpoint is going to come from the upper limit plus the lower limit divided by 2. So I have 0 plus 2. It's going to be 2 over 2, which is 1. And I know my width is what? 3. So the next one will be 1 plus 3, which is 4. And then 4 plus 3, which is 7. And then plus 3 will make that 10. Plus 3 will make that 13. And plus 3 will make that 16. Okay. And again, there's the midpoints there. And then they want to see a frequency polygon. So I go to chart, columns, and I see frequency there. And I'll be looking at it in terms of my midpoints. And then I hit compute. Oh, hold on, I did something wrong. Sorry about that. Let's see here. Chart, frequency, and row label is midpoint. And I don't want horizontal bars. I want points with connected lines. Then I hit compute. And then we look to see which one matches. And the one that matches is A. It's not B. Notice down here at the bottom it straightens out, but here it curves at the bottom. So the correct answer there is A. What does this show? What does it show? That most of the 43 world leaders had less than 6 children. Does it show that there? Yeah. Most of the 43 world leaders had fewer than 6 children. You can see that from the table up here. The class from 0 to 2 is 13. And 3 to 5 is 17. And that's that problem there.